Hello, thank you for joining us for the Virtual Chocolate Festival. Today, Amber Shannon from Luna Cafe is going to be creating an amazing Mocha Martini craft cocktail for you. Amber's been in the Rogue Valley for about 18 years. She really enjoys cooking and making cocktails using local ingredients that she finds here in the Valley, and she's proud to call this her home. I think you're really going to enjoy what Amber makes for you today.
So one of the things that I really like to do is to entertain, but I am oftentimes very overly optimistic about what I can accomplish in that time. So I like to go ahead and make liqueurs, infuse vodkas, tequilas ahead of time so that I can keep them ready and they're just good to go in a very short amount of time. To begin, we're going to infuse our Crater Lake vodka with some cacao nibs. You could easily just put these straight into the jar, fill it with the vodka, let it sit for 5 or 6 days. But if you go ahead and chop up your cacao nibs, you can go ahead and infuse them quite a bit faster. Usually about 3 or 4 days is how long I let it sit. Then you're just going to strain them out, add just about a teaspoon of vanilla to that, store it, you're good to go on that. And on its own is a really nice vodka. To make your chocolate liqueur, you start as a simple syrup. You're just going to add equal parts water and sugar. I have a cup of water, a cup of sugar, then you're going to do about a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, just plain cocoa powder. You can whisk it all together as it's heating up. Just let it simmer for about 5 minutes. You're going to go ahead and then cool it down and just store it in a fridge when you're done. Also, very good on its own. Then for your coffee liqueur, you can either use regular ground coffee or, like us, we're lucky here at the cafe. We have the Noble World Tour espresso, so we have that ground up. You're going to go ahead and simmer your water and your sugar again equal parts, and then add the coffee. You don't want to over extract the coffee. So if you're using a regular ground coffee, go ahead and let it simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes in there. If you're using the espresso, you only need about 1 or 2 minutes. Then set up a colander with a coffee filter and strain the liquid through while it's hot. It may take a little moment, but I think removing that fine ground texture is going to be worth it. So then go ahead and let that cool, store it in the fridge, pour it on pretty much anything. Ice cream is definitely a favorite. So now to go ahead and combine them into a cocktail. Once you already have those ready, the important part is just getting your ratio right. So of the 3 things we made, it's just going to be an equal part, 1 ounce, 1 ounce, 1 ounce. And we'll just pour it into, I have a shaker. If you don't, you can just use a water bottle that has a lid on it. You could even put it in a jar with a lid on it and just kind of swirl it around until it gets cold. Just be kind of gentle with glass. This is the coffee liqueur. It turns this really great color. You could stop here if you are non-dairy, but I do like to add just a 1/2 ounce of half and half to bring out the creaminess in it and kind of enhance those chocolate flavors. You're gonna add ice and then shake. You wanna shake it or stir it for a decent amount of time. You want it to be nice and frosty and foamy. So. And we just strain it into a glass. You can serve this over rocks as well. You can serve it up if you have a blender and feel like it. You could blend it if you wanted. I've just got some chocolate shavings here. You could use your grater, or you could just use a knife to kind of coarsely chop some chocolate. And then I like to just kind of float a couple of espresso beans on the top. And then with pretty much little to no effort, you have a Mocha Martini. I hope you enjoy. If you'd like to try any of these recipes at home, please be sure to check the festival website for downloadable recipes. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you at Luna.